Amigos, amigas, bienvenidos, bienvenidas, ¿cómo estáis? Un verdadero placer disfrutar de vuestra compañía, un verdadero gusto teneros de vuelta por el canal de YouTube y continuando esta historia, continuando este Burnhouse Lane. Esta historia oscura, esta historia dura, esta historia incluso desagradable en momentos, ¿no? Una historia que viene de la mano de los Mikalski, ya sabéis que son pues, unos hermanos, ¿no? Un grupo de personas que realmente me encanta lo que hacen, me encanta el trabajo que realizan y que ya hemos disfrutado varios de sus títulos aquí en el canal, como por ejemplo The Cat Lady. ¿De acuerdo? O sea que vamos a comenzar, vamos a continuar justamente de lo que dejamos en el capítulo anterior, pero antes de eso pediros que por favor, si os gusta el contenido, si os gusta lo que hacemos aquí en YouTube, no dudéis en apoyarlo con un like, una suscripción, un comentario. Realmente son muy bien recibidos. De acuerdo. Bueno, amigos, amigas, ¿cómo va esto? Vale, vamos a... Exacto. Vamos a llevar el arma, tenemos el arma, nos encontramos a puntito de entrar en el parque para encontrarnos con Destiny. Exactamente, y corríamos con esto, vale. Ahí viene. Ok, recarga. Buenísima. ¿Nos llegarán las balas? Pues no lo tengo yo muy claro, ¿eh? Mirad lo que os digo, ¿eh? ¿Nos llegarán las balas? Hay que tenerla muy cerca, por lo que veo. Fantástico. Ahí está Omar.
Holy shit! You did it, smoking girl!
¿Chica fumadora?
Smoking girl?
You smoke those little death sticks, don't you? They're bad for you, they kill appetite. But that's your problem, not mine.
Exactly. Look, there's a key in his stomach that I need to recover.
Yes, the key. I'll get it out for you.
How?
See this knife?
Vale, dice... ¿Pero no era Destiny el amor de tu vida?
But wasn't Destiny the love of your life? And now you just want to gut her like a pig?
I'm totally over her.
Didn't you say that she broke your heart when she left?
Time heals all wounds. Except those gunshot wounds you put in her, obviously. Those aren't going to heal.
Oh, shut up. Just get that key, will you?
Vale, Omar, haz lo tuyo. Bueno, ya sabéis que Omar era el dueño de de ese restaurante, ¿no? Ese restaurante de kebabs, ese bar de kebabs.
Is this the key you were after?
Why? Did you find more than one key in there?
No, but I found a golden watch and I'm keeping it for myself.
I don't care. Just give me the key.
Vale, nuevo objeto añadido.
I'll see you again, smoking girl.
Adiós, Omar.
Bye, Omar.
You did remember it. I promised I'd give you something if you do, so here, something to remember me by.
Un segundo, por favor. De acuerdo, amigos, amigas, disculpadme, perdón. Ya sabéis, vivo solo y hay que atender cosas. Vale, continuemos. Vale, nuevo objeto añadido. Veamos, tenemos la llave. Dice, una llave del museo. Dice, la examante de Destiny la sacó de su estómago. Eso demuestra cuánto le importaba. Y tenemos también un kebab de carne asada. No estoy seguro de qué hacer con él. Huele bastante bien, pero no soy muy fan. Yo no soy muy fan del kebab, la verdad. No por nada, sino porque no me gusta mucho la especia y no me gusta... Entonces no me convencen. He comido alguno, pero no soy muy fan del kebab, la verdad. Sinceramente. Bueno, tenemos la llave. O sea que supongo que... podemos utilizar la llave para sacar a esta chica. Bueno, o para entrar nosotros. Vale. Wow. Me estoy volviendo loca. Es una cama de hospital. Examinar. Dice, es la caja principal de mi suministro de gas. Aquí puedo abrirlo y cerrarlo. Hombre, no sé ahora mismo para qué puede... Examinar. Ah, es para quemar un cuerpo. Dice, no me atrevería a mirar su rostro. Empujar. No se mueve. Vale. Palanca roja. Palanca verde. Vale, levantamos esto. Metemos el cuerpo. Supongo que tendremos que encender el gas. Ah, falta la válvula. Nada, nada, la válvula la tengo aquí, por Dios. La válvula la tengo aquí. Y supongo que será encender el botoncito. Abrir el gas. Ahora. Pulsar el botón rojo. Bajar esta. Eso es. Pulsar el botón rojo. De acuerdo. No parece que podamos hacer mucho más, ¿verdad? ¿Estamos de nuevo en nuestro apartamento? Dices un número local, pero no lo reconozco.
Hello?
Hi, my name's Beth, and I'm calling from Hopedale Medical Clinic. Am I talking to Andrew Weather?
Yes?
Okay, that's great. You came to us last week to run some tests. The results are in, and
Are they okay?
Dr. Matthews asked if you could come in. He'll explain everything.
Wait, is something wrong? Am I ill?
We don't give out this kind of information over the phone, I'm afraid. Let's arrange a visit, shall we? Can you make it this afternoon?
Sorry, can you repeat? I can't hear you very well.
I said,
I want to help you. Draw an X on the door and come to me.
What?
I want to take a closer look.
¿Quién eres?
Who is it? Wait a second.
Vale, lo que acabamos de ver, lógicamente, fue cuando recordó bueno, cómo se enteró, ¿no?, de que estaba enferma. Examinar. Dice, parece un trozo brillante de tiza. Una tiza brillante. Vale, dice, la encontré dentro del cadáver carbonizado. Qué raro, parece estar llena de algún tipo de energía oscura. Dice, ¿qué demonios? No estaba cerrada antes. ¿Puedo? La voz me dijo que dibujara una X en la puerta. Ok. Estupendo. Dibuja una X en la puerta y ven a mí. Eso fue lo que nos dijo. Esa voz.
Yes. I think you might actually have a chance. I have a good feeling about you.
It's your voice I heard on the phone, isn't it? Who are you?
As you can see, I'm a cat. I used to have a lovely warm home, but one day, Andrea got sick. She came to Burnhouse Lane. I followed her, and I stayed. Where else can I go?
Who's Andrea?
She was my friend, of course. a long time ago. We both died in that fire, but I simply refuse to accept it.
Why am I here?
This is where the sick come to die. Where else would you be?
Are you sick too?
No. I shouldn't really be here. But cats never obey the rules. Instead, sometimes I try to help poor souls like you. Because I know how to cure your cancer. This rotten sickness, slowly killing you from the inside. I can give you a fresh start. If you're willing to work for it, of course.
There's no cure. There's nothing they can do.
But there is something you can do, Angie. The cure's inside you. You just need to reach in and find it. But it will not be given easily. You must prove something to me first. Prove it to yourself.
Lo haré.
I'll do it. Just tell me how.
I'll give you 5 tasks. Complete them all, and you will live. First task is to bring an evil man here to Burnhouse Lane. You're going to meet him very soon. Don't let him lull you into a false sense of security, but make him follow you here instead. He won't come willingly, of course, so use the chalk you found to draw an X on the door. It'll take him straight to Burnhouse Lane if he walks through it. Here he will pay for his evil deeds. Go back now. A new day is coming.
But
We'll meet again soon. But now, take the door. Go back. I believe old George will need your help.
Vale, en eso guarda ciertas similitudes con The Cat Lady. De acuerdo, que en The Cat Lady recordáis que había aquellos psicópatas que ella tenía que eliminar. Aquí parece que tienes que realizar cierta tarea para el gato, pero al primero parece que la primera tarea es traer a alguien malvado aquí para que pague por sus actos. ¿De acuerdo? Entonces por eso digo que hay ciertas similitudes entre, incluso puede que sean del mismo universo, porque ya sabéis que prácticamente todos los juegos de Mikalski están como unidos, no dentro de un mismo universo, ¿sabes? Capítulo 1 completado. Además, los gatos, ya veis que os digo que venían, que solían pasar mucho a Burnhouse Lane. Se comenta, se dice que los gatos son criaturas mágicas, ¿de acuerdo? Son criaturas, el cordero devora al lobo. Son criaturas mágicas, son criaturas que viven entre las dos realidades, ¿de acuerdo? Se dice que entre el más allá y el mundo real, ¿de acuerdo? Son animales como muy espirituales, ¿de acuerdo? Los gatos. Tienen algo mágico. Siempre se les ha vinculado como a la magia, a la oscuridad, ¿sabes? ¿Burnhouse Lane era real o simplemente la imaginé? No, no se sentía como un sueño en absoluto. Dice, si el gato quemado tenía razón, eso significa que podría curarme, podría tener mi segunda oportunidad. Nunca más desperdiciaría otro minuto de vida. Pero no debería adelantarme a los hechos. Veamos qué sucede. Ya es por la mañana, he estado fuera toda la noche. Me pregunto si ellos les estará bien. El gato quemado le ha dado a Angie un regalo especial. Podrá hacer que una persona diga la verdad sin importar las circunstancias. El primer poder, Mr. Grey, se puede usar durante una conversación cuando veas el signo junto a una opción de diálogo. Sin embargo, Angie solo puede usar este poder una vez al día. El signo indica que el poder ya está agotado. Ok. Puedes verificar el estado de los poderes en la pantalla de inventario. Mr. Grey, una vez al día obliga a alguien a decir una verdad incómoda. Una vez al día. Vale. De acuerdo, aquí creo que voy a poder poner el gatito. Vale. Bien. ¿Y podré poner el kebab? ¿Podré poner el kebab? No. ¿Os imagináis que puedo poner el kebab en mi habitación? Imaginaos el olor. A ver, George. George.
George?
Quizás he bajado la planta baja. Vale, vamos a bajar. ¿Está George por aquí? George, ¿estás, no sé, desayunando tal vez? ¿Viendo la tele? George. ¿Dónde está George? ¿Ha desaparecido George?
Morning, dear. Looking for Joyce. Joyce!
¿Quién es este?
I need to talk to her rather urgently. Is she around?
Vale, ¿quién es Joyce?
Who the hell is Joyce?
You know, Joyce Garland. She's got this, punk rocker look. Red hair on top, bold on the sides. Lots of piercings everywhere.
No sé quién es
She looks after old
Joyce.
George.
Ah, la anterior
the
cuidadora.
cat.
Ah.
Why don't you just say so? Yeah, she's not here. Was in a car accident, apparently. Broke a leg, I think. I'm here covering for her while she gets better, but it might take a few weeks before she's able to work again.
Oh, no. No, no, no. This is just not good at all.
Vale, ¿quién eres tú?
Who are you?
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? How exciting. An outsider. We don't get a lot of outsiders around here. I'm Father Rob Collins. Lovely to meet
A ver,
you.
se notaba que era
And
cura,
you were there.
si me entendéis, pero...
Hi.
Vale, ¿qué crees de Joyce?
What did you want from Joyce?
It's... I'm afraid I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm sure you understand that what's said in the confessional stays in the confessional.
Dice, oh, continúa, no se lo diré a nadie.
Oh, go on. I won't tell anyone.
Well, in that case, okay. I just wanted to buy some of those special herbs from her. She's been growing them underground in her secret place. She wouldn't show me where, only she knows.
¿Drogas?
Oh. Okay, I get it. You were looking to buy some pot.
Sorry, just felt a little dizzy.
O sea que
It's all
es el
funny.
cura fumeta, tío.
Take a deep breath, and you'll be fine.
Es el cura fumeta, tío.
What?
Trust me, I'm a nurse.
What were we talking about?
Morning, nurse. Morning, father.
What? Another one? Who are you, and how did you get in?
That's just Kieran. Don't mind him. He lives on the farm and does the sheep. Quite literally, I've heard people say.
Don't listen to that fool, nurse. He just likes to bully people, he does.
Ostras, vaya brazos que tiene el
You're
colega, tío.
Welsh, right? And I've seen you around sheep.
I'm a bloody shepherd. Of course I'm around sheep. I look after them.
These poor creatures look absolutely terrified every time you get near them.
That's exactly what I thought last time I came to your Sunday Mass, father.
And when was that, Kieran? 10 years ago? 20?
Stop bickering, you two.
Vale, dice, ¿qué querías, Kieran?
What did you want, Kieran?
Well, I was on my way to the sheep pen to feed my sheep, not do anything horrible, right? So I'm walking through the east yard towards the house. I'm not too happy, because it's absolutely pissing with rain out there, and I can already feel I have water in my boots. But then guess what I see?
A George.
Poor old George is sitting right on top of the barn. I called out to him. I said, "Come on down, mate, you're gonna fall." But he just blanked me. So I thought, I can't deal with this. Because, really, I'm just here to look after the sheep. Crazy old people are way above my pay grade.
Shit.
Isn't it your responsibility to keep an eye on George at all times, nurse?
Sí, padre.
Lead me to the barn, Kieran. I'll deal with this.
Comienza bien el
Let's
día,
all go. By the sound of it, this situation may call for some divine intervention.
Vale, nuevo objetivo añadido. Dice... Seguir a Kieran. Vale. Vámonos. Vale. Hombre, saldremos por aquí. Y vendremos hacia aquí. Cuidado con el agua.
And the rain fell and the floods came and the winds blew.
¿Está aquí encima?
House. But it did not fall because it had been founded on the rock.
Vale, abre él, claro, él tenía la llave. Recordad que nosotros intentamos abrir ayer. Esta sección estaba cerrada. Uf. Mira, está ahí sentado, tío. ¿Pero qué haces ahí arriba? George. Sí, sí, lo veo, lo veo.
Fuck.
Joder. Vaya marrón.
Sorry. But why would he go up there?
Why don't you tell us? You're the caretaker. George! Come down, for goodness sake!
Vale.
See? Nobody listens to you, mate. And neither does George.
He probably can't hear me from up there.
Vale, dice, ¿alguna idea? ¿Eres bueno escalando, Kieran?
Are you any good at climbing, Kieran?
Oh no, I ain't going up there, nurse. I'm sorry. The planks are all rotten through. And those ladders? Well, they weren't built for a man of my stature.
Bueno, más que estatura, peso, hermano. Más que estatura, peso.
You just bugger off. I don't even eat much. I got a fat gene from my mother. That makes my agility a wee low. So
Ostras,
what?
pero tienes unos brazos como yo piernas, hermano.
Step dancing at the village fest. No fat gene hindering you there.
Vale. ¿Estás seguro de que no tienes otras razones para no hacerlo?
Are you sure you don't have any other reasons not to do it?
Actually, the thing is, I had a liquid breakfast this morning. You know what I mean. Just a couple of beers. But I'm feeling wobbly, like a...
Can't say I'm surprised.
Vale, que está medio borracho.
As soon as you open your mouth.
Entiendo.
Shit. I feel dizzy all of a sudden.
Está medio borracho. Se toma un par de birras ya.
You know why.
Birras, bueno, pintas, que a lo mejor son pintas, la típica pinta. Vale, ¿alguna idea?
Father Rob, any ideas?
I wished your Almighty gave us angels' wings at times like this. But since he doesn't, I think I'll resort to the next best thing.
Which?
I'll pray for his safety.
Que nada, que subimos nosotros. Que subimos nosotros. Vale,
I guess it's...
vale. ¿George ha hecho esto antes?
Has George done this before?
I wouldn't know. I usually stay with the sheep. I swear, if you call me a bloody sheepshagger once more...
Well, I've not called you anything. But you know what they say, Kieran. There's no smoke without fire.
El cura no me cae bien. Venga, yo haré que baje.
You're both useless. I'll get him.
Good. That's what Joyce would do.
Be careful up there.
Vale. Pues nada, para arriba. Bien.
Hey, Hey, lady!
The fuck?
You're trying to kill me! Did you see that? This metal rod almost impaled me.
Ok. Madre del amor. Vale, examinar. Es una caja enorme. Abrir. Estado de recontar clavos. Empujar. No puedo empujarla, hay algo pesado dentro. Está cerrada con clavos. ¿Podré utilizar? No. No. Examinar. Dice, podría subir por esta ventana y salir al cornisa exterior. Subir. Bueno, que sea lo que Dios quiera. Ay, George, mi rey. Vaya la que me estás liando, amigo. Aquí no puedo hacer absolutamente nada. Vale, no puedo hablar con George. George no me hace ni puñetero caso. Vale, 1, 2, 3. La tercera puede que pudiera utilizarla, ¿no? Tal vez. Voy a decir 1, 2, 3. Si pudiera abrir esta. Vale, solamente puedo empujar hacia adelante. Vale, nada, no creo que pueda hacer mucho ahora. Es decir, no puedo tirar hacia atrás. ¿Hay algo por aquí, tal vez? ¿No? Vale, puede que pueda utilizar la barra que acaba de caer al suelo. Esa barra. Examinar. Dice, en la parte inferior de la escalera rota. Vale, sacar la barra. Vale. No pasó
Let
nada.
it go. Nothing happened.
Estupendo. Pues para arriba. Hombre, puede que con la barra pueda empujarla, ¿no? Tendría todo el sentido del mundo.
Can you please give us a word of warning before you start dropping heavy objects from up there? I mean, it was a close one this
A ver,
time.
eso sí tienes razón. En eso he de decir que sí tienes razón. Dice, parece que hay un arma saco dentro de patatas. Abrir saco. Vale, pues vamos a utilizar el
Mind your
cúter.
heads down there. It's about to rain potatoes.
Cortamos con el cúter el saco de patatas. Liberamos esto y ahora podría empujarla. Buen trabajo. Subir. Bien hecho, amigos, bien hecho. George, mi rey, no te caigas, anda, porfa. Bonico. Venga, no te caigas. George, por favor, no te tires, no hagas tonterías. George. Vamos, amigos, salgamos de aquí.
Come on, mate. Let's get you out of here.
No, thank you.
It's wet. It's cold. And you can slide down any second and fall to your death.
I'm fine where I am, dear. Thank you.
¿Te apetece que te prepare una buena taza de té?
Shall I make you a nice cup of tea?
Oh, I'd love a nice cup of tea.
Yeah? Well, let's get inside then, shall we?
You go ahead. Put the kettle on. I'll stay here a wee bit longer, I think.
Dice... Debes tener hambre. Vamos a casa y preparar un buen sándwich.
You must be hungry. Let's get home, and I'll make you a nice sandwich.
Well, you do make a nice sandwich. I'd love a sandwich, but I'm not quite ready for breakfast yet.
Buena vista, ¿eh?
Nice view, hmm? You can see for miles from up here.
Aye.
Vale, estoy intentando de ser un poco comprensivo y tampoco quiero, ¿sabes? Vale, ¿te importa si me siento contigo?
Do you mind if I sit down with you?
You sure? You'll get a wet bum.
Vale, no importa.
It doesn't matter. I'm soaked through already.
Cuéntame tu historia, George.
Tell me a story, George.
You don't want to hear it.
Yes, I do. Tell me about your life here. What was it like?
Well, I've had a very good life on this farm, but it took me a while to realise that. When I was young, I wanted to go out there and see the America that I knew from the movies. See the Wild West for myself. But I never did. It used to be my father's farm, and when he passed away, he left it to me. He was an angry man, always shouted at people. Anyway, I was convinced I'd follow in his footsteps and live a mediocre life I never wanted, until something happened. It was the 4th of September, 2 years after Dad had passed away. I was on my tractor, heading up the hill to mend the fence, when I heard a crash. I stopped suddenly. I got off, and I saw this bicycle, all crumpled up, sticking out right from under the tractor's front wheel. And I saw a lady's foot. I had no idea at the time that 6 months later I would marry that foot and its owner, and that it would be the love of my life. Penny was her name. She was a new vet in town, and the most gorgeous woman I'd ever laid eyes on. I picked her up in my arms, my heart racing, ready to rush her into hospital. But she just smiled and said, "Are you George Taylor? Or you have a sheep that's poorly?" Would you believe she was more concerned about the sheep than herself? Bless her. She really loved animals more than anything. Luckily, she wasn't nearly as damaged as her bicycle. Just a couple of scratches and a sprained ankle, which was quite extraordinary, considering she'd been hit by a bloody tractor. I waited for her, with a bouquet of flowers in my right hand, and a box of chocolates in my left, right outside the hospital. We both knew that this was meant to be. My lovely darling Penny. I tell you, she turned my life upside down. The farm that I despised so much finally became a home. All of a sudden I couldn't care less about Wild West and the cowboys. Penny opened a veterinary clinic here. Then Sarah was born and we started a family. Life was good. But good lives don't last forever. They're always followed by the dark times. There was an accident one day. We had a lot more horses here back then. There was this one bad stallion, Derek he was called, nasty old thing. It jumped and kicked Penny suddenly while she were giving it injections. And she just flew and hit her head on the wall. She didn't die straight away. I was in the hospital with her for 3 days, watching the life in her slowly drain away. She was only 42. That's too young to go. Too young. But hey, look at me rambling on. Oh, I didn't mean to bore you with my old man's stories. See you back at the house, dear.
Ya está. The fuck? Puto George. Eso ha sido un escenón. Eso ha sido un puñetero escenón.
That's a nice cup of tea.
It'll warm you up, George. You'll be all right.
Of course he'll be all right. He's a tough bloke. He wrestled bears and punched wolves back in his days. Isn't that right, George? Oh, I don't know about the bears, Kieran.
¿Por qué estás aquí, Kieran?
Why are you here, Kieran?
What do you mean? I live here.
Not in this house, you don't.
But I've known George for a long time. We're all pals. He doesn't mind. You don't mind, do you, George? Oh, I don't mind, Kieran.
¿Dónde está el padre Rob?
Where's Father Rob?
He said he was going to look around.
Yeah? I bet he's snooping again.
Bueno, si a ellos no le importa, supongo que a mí tampoco.
Well, if George doesn't mind, then neither do I guess. You can stay. I mean, as long as you don't sneak up on people, or, like, murder me.
I won't murder you. Nah. Too much trouble getting rid of the body. Besides, let's just be friends. For George's sake.
Vale, preferiría dispararme en la cabeza antes de ser su amiga. Vale, me parece bien. No me parece tan mal, tío, Kieran. No sé. A ver, un poco especial. Es un poco especial.
I'll cook dinner for everyone first, and then we'll shoot some bottles.
Pero no me parece mal, tío, no sé.
Oh, so you can cook too?
Hell yeah, I can. I make a smashing roast lamb with Brussels sprouts and mint sauce and all. George loves it, but there's no oven in my caravan, so I'd have to cook here.
I don't know, Kieran.
I think we could all use a proper meal after a morning like this. But I'm gonna need some cooking wine. I doubt there's any here. George has always been a sherry kind of guy. Someone say sherry? There's a bottle of red in my caravan. Could you get it for me, please?
Why can't you get it yourself?
A dinner like this is a lot of work. I'll never make it on time if I don't get started on the vegetables straight away. Plus, the old leg's hurting, like a son of a bitch. And you'll be walking that way anyway. Joyce always does, this time of day.
To do what?
To feed Richard some carrots.
Richard?
The horse. He lives in the box just outside the big barn.
Vale, dice Richard, debe ser el peor nombre de caballo que he oído.
Richard. That must be the worst horse name I've ever heard.
Well, I always say he should be called Vicious instead.
Why's that? Does he bite?
We have a love-hate relationship, me and Richard. Every time I pass by his box, he looks like he'd love to rip my head off and kick it like a football.
A horse playing football. Now that would be a sight to
¿Y
behold.
nadie habla de esa oveja en la cocina? ¿Zanahorias? Darle el doner que va frío a Ciran. Dice, ¿zanahorias? ¿Estás seguro de que Richard no es un conejo?
Carrots, you say? You sure Richard's not a rabbit?
All horses love carrots.
Sí,
Don't you know
cierto.
that?
Y las manzanas.
Yeah, sure. Of
Vamos.
course I knew that.
You go in then, because I'm sure Richard's starving.
Dale el doner que va frío a Ciran.
Have you had your breakfast yet? Because you can have this doner kebab if you want.
Oh, nice. You sure you don't want it?
I'm sure. Yes.
All right. Nice.
Nice.
This'll keep me going until dinner. Cheers, nurse.
Pues hala.
I'll go then. Anything else I should do while I'm there? Milk the cows? Harvest the crops?
No. Just get the wine and give Richard some carrots so he can love you forever.
Okay. But you better watch George while I'm gone.
I won't let him out of my sight, nurse.
Vale, lo que no sé es dónde está
What are you even doing here? Are you deaf? That man's gonna turn you into dinner. Run!
We're not eating Midge. There's lamb meat in the freezer, silly.
Oh, right. Then, I guess you can relax, Midge. Just don't look in the freezer.
Vale, lo que no sé es dónde está... ¿Puede que esté aquí fuera? Más allá del granero. Quiero decir, no sé dónde está la caravana de aquí, el colega. Vale, puede que esté... Hombre, mira a Richard. Revisa la caja. Dice, la caja está llena de zanahorias. Este caballo claramente las adora. Alimentar al caballo. ¿Qué tal, Richard? Se te ve un porte fino, ¿eh? Está feliz. Ya le he levantado hoy. Vale. Es Richard el caballo. Richard el caballo. Sentarse. Vale. Examinar. Dice, esta es la caravana de Kieran. No es el mejor alojamiento, pero definitivamente prefiero que se quede aquí en lugar de la casa. Vale, veamos. Madre mía, las armas. Examinar. Dice, hay muchas armas. Claramente está obsesionado con ellas. Yo no estoy en Burnhouse Lane. Además, soy una enfermera de agencia, no una mercenaria. Escopeta con mira telescópica. Vaya, es un loco de las armas. Madre mía, ¿cómo tiene esto? Este rifle con mira telescópica parece que podría matar a un elefante. Botellas de vino vacías. Este lugar está lleno de ellas. ¿A quién le gusta beber? Dice, vino barato, pero lo suficientemente bueno para cocinar. Hostias, es que cuidado. Si el vino no vale ni para cocinar, huye. ¿Qué hace este con una escopeta, tío?
All this fine weaponry in the hands of a drunken retard. Don't you think it's a recipe for disaster?
No seas tan grosero.
Don't be so rude. A priest shouldn't be talking like this.
You want to teach a man of God how to talk now? You, a big city girl unfamiliar with our country ways.
¿Tus costumbres qué son? ¿Ser un borde asqueroso?
You're just a little lost lamb in the deep, dark woods. And if you don't want to end up on the wolf's table, you better start talking right this minute. Tell me, where is the lab?
¿El laboratorio?
The lab?
Yes, the lab, where she makes it.
Who? The carer?
I've had enough of this shit. It's time to spill the beans, city girl. Where's the lab? Where the fuck is it?
Bueno, tú y este
You will
colgado.
confess everything. It's just a matter of time.
Pero ¿y este colgado? ¿Dónde estoy?